Eagle Nation, once again, we will be discussing the wide receiver position throughout this offseason. Some of y'all want to draft one. Some of y'all want to sign a veteran one. Some of y'all want to do both. I'm going to see how it plays out through free agency before we talk about drafting a wide receiver. But today I want to talk about Quez Watkins, and I believe he's going to have a huge role in 2022.
This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike. Talking sixes in the bird gang, that's our life. Competition, we ain't scared, yeah, that's what we like. Win or lose, you know we showing up and we gon' fight. You see we strive for the sky every day that go by. And every single week we scream and fly, eagles fly. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah.
What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. And today, we got some things to talk about. But before we do that, Eagle Nation, help your boy out and hit that like button. Subscribe if you are new, and ding that notification bell so you know when these videos drop.
Keep that roots going, baby!
Watch out, roots! So like I said, wide receiver position will be discussed throughout this offseason. And let me know in the comment section if you are more for getting a veteran wide receiver, getting a draftee with one of the first-round picks, or maybe targeting the wide receiver position later in the draft, or even both. Let me know in the comment section. But today, I want to talk about Quez Watkins, and shout out to Thomas R. Peterson on Twitter, the content creator Breaking the Birds. He tweeted this a couple days ago. Quez Watkins dropped only one pass on 68 targets in 2021. His 1.5 drop rate is fifth best among all wide receivers with at least 60 targets. Again, wasn't targeted volume like some of the other receivers in the NFL or Devontae Smith, but still 60 targets. He ranked fifth among all wide receivers. And I believe the one drop was the Denver Broncos. It was a concentration drop. Jalen Hurts dropped that right in the breadbasket. Quez Watkins got to catch that. But a lot of people were saying under the posts he had to drop more. You got to understand, if the pass is off target, if it's out of bounds, it doesn't count as a drop. A drop is a ball that hits your hands and then you don't bring it in. That's how the NFL calculates the drops. Now, again, he had 47 receptions for 600, or 40-something receptions for 647 yards, 15 yards per catch, only one touchdown, but close to 650 in a run-first offense where Devontae Smith and Dallas Goedert really were the two that ate via the pass when we did pass. Now, this guy is electric. He's still got things to work on when it comes to route running, getting in and out of his breaks, sinking his hips, just selling it and doing what he can at the line of scrimmage. But the speed is there and the hands are there. You saw a huge jump from year one to year two, and he made some big catches throughout this season. Big catches. I'm talking contested catches. His ability to catch the ball at the line of scrimmage and still shoot to get a touchdown, and also make big plays down the field. I love that combination, right? It could be utilized like a Tyreek Hill. It could be utilized as a Deshaun Jackson type. But I think as he's going to grow, he's going to be able to get some of the volume. Now, right now, if he had to be our second wide receiver, which he was throughout this year, but we didn't get to see much of him until the end of the year, I think he's a fringe number two at this point, right? I believe by the middle or the end of year three, we could be saying, dang, Devontae is a number one. Whoever we sign or draft could dang near be a number one. And Quez, that's going to make Jalen Hurts, or whoever is the quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles job a lot easier. Again, youth is a good thing, but there's also the experience once you get to year three that just is going to, change things that you see. The ability to realize it's cover 2 zone or cover 3 zone, man, blah, 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 to sit inside some of these empty zone areas, catch the ball, and then go do what you got to do. Now, before we get into a couple great catches, I want to show you the snap count. Now, the first one is Quez Watkins. The second one, closer to me, is Jalen Reagor. As you can see, week 1, 34 snaps to 50, Jalen Reagor won. Week 2, 29 to 42, Jalen Reagor won. Week 3, 38 to 50, Jalen Reagor won. Week 4, 43 to 52, that goes to Reagor. Week 5 is 55 to 47. Week 5 was the first week that Quez Watkins outsnapped Jalen Reagor, right? Then week 6, it goes back to Reagor winning 40 to 43. Week 7, 50 to 56, Reagor. Week 8, 58 to only 12. That was the game, I believe, against the Raiders where Jalen Reagor got hurt. Then you go to week 9, 55 to 29. This is where he started to lose snaps. Week 10, it goes 57-50. That's Quez. So Quez started winning from week 8, week 9, week 10. Week 11, 64-55. Week 12, 55-45. Week 13, 55-48. Week 14 was our bye, 15, 25, 39. Somehow Reagor beat him in week 15. Week 16 and 17 both belong to Quez. Actually, week 17 was a tie. Remember, it didn't really matter. Gardner Minshew was in at that point. So, a total of 771 snaps for Quez to 750 for Reagor. But again, from week 1 to week 8, Jalen Reagor was the preferred number 2. And I think, you've seen Quez come out and be absolutely better than Reagor in almost every aspect of a wide receiver's duties. And it's only going to grow. This is a 6th-round pick who just has that dog mentality. Again, I think if we target a veteran wide receiver or draft one, it don't got to be the speedster. It don't got to be the route runner, right? You want that, right? If you could get a wide receiver who's 6'4", but also can do all the other things, that's the perfect. That is the 3-in-1 package. The X wide receiver who can do a lot of different things. You've seen that throughout the years in a guy like Calvin Johnson, right? He can run 4.3 like Deshaun and the guys. He can go up and get it with a 6'6" body frame, and he can also just juke you out or out route run you, right? Beautiful route running like the DeAndre Hopkins, the Stephon Diggs, the Devontae Adams, the Devontae Smith type receivers. So I think, once again, free agency comes first in March. If you do not get the legit veteran, right? I believe Mike Williams is my favorite target, right? Devontae Adams is out there, of course. If you can finagle that, it's cool. But Mike Williams will be my target also, like DJ Chark, Allen Robinson, Chris Godwin. If not there, now we're going to have to look at the draft. And right now, there's 2 people on my radar, thanks to you guys, right? I'm in the process and almost done with the Nakobe Dean versus Devin Lloyd video. Then we're going to have the Purdue guy versus the Michigan guy for defensive end. And we will have Treylon Burke out of Arkansas versus London Drake, 2 bigger body wide receivers. We're going to do a comparison video, and I'm going to pick the better one in my eyes, right? So like I said, let's get to some of the catches that Quez Watkins had throughout this year that it just shows he could be on the hands team, right? Now, again, I'm not showing you the San Francisco bomb, and there's a couple other ones, but I want to get the ones that I just think were low-key, great catches, and, under the radar when you look at what he's done all this season. Plus, you can only play 5 seconds of each clip. So here's the first one where Quez Watkins goes deep. This is against the Giants, and it's a deep pass, but not just a deep pass, but he had to still but catch the ball with a guy on his back. That is what I want to see Eagle receivers do. It's easy to catch the ball running. Well, not easy for other guys like Nelson Aguilar and Jalen Reagor. But I think Quez Watkins does a good job of just absorbing the contact and catching the ball. When you look at this comeback route against the Giants, it's another great example of him just absorbing contact. Comeback route, sees Jalen struggling, but he gets climbed on, able to get his feet down. You just got to love that in a wide receiver. This play's big. He kind of just runs underneath it against Carolina. But this was the one game where there was no offense, and we needed this. This was the spark that, eventually put us over the top. And it's a big play because it's on 3rd down. 3rd and 10. Hurts with a guy in his face, just able to separate. See? And for those who say Quez really ain't going to be our slot guy, that route, I believe, was ran from the slot. See, one of the most common routes, and I'm not saying do it because you want to be creative, you want to be different, but a post route from the slot, a seam route from the slot, if you got Quez Watkins' speed, it's deadly because a lot of defenses have the safety take on the post, right? So they got a corner on him, and when the post is made at the top of his route, you normally see the safety flow over. But if the safety gets confused, blah de blah. A lot of things can go wrong in a post route. And this, last but not least, is another contested ball. Again, Jalen underthrows it. He just comes back and gets over him. He draws the flag here, too. That was against the Cowboys early. So Quez Watkins has, shown throughout this season that not only can he run under it, can he catch the little screen and go to distance, he can make the big catch, absorbing contact. And I think that the one thing he got to work on is being able to route run the intermediate routes, right? He looks good running post routes, seam routes, going up there and get that 50-50 ball. Comeback routes, dig routes, he just got to get in and out of his break a little bit quicker. But for a 6th-round pick who just showed nothing but improvements throughout his career, I feel confident that if we draft a guy or just sign a guy, say we only get one, if Quez Watkins is our 3rd best wide receiver, forget the draft status now, right? I don't want to hear people say, well, Quez Watkins, he is a guy who's shown me enough, right? If he's our 3rd guy, you're in good position for whoever is the quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles. And again, remember, Zach Ertz was on this team for half the year. When the Eagles play 12-man personnel, that means only 2 wide receivers can be on the field, right? That would be Devontae Smith and whoever we get, whether it's a London Drake or a Treylon Burks or a Mike Williams, Chris Godwin, DJ Chark, right? It's going to be Smith and them. But with us trading Zach Ertz and now only needing to feature Dallas Goedert, you're going to see 12-man personnel because it's good for the run game, but you're going to see a lot more 11-man personnel. And in 11-man personnel, there's 3 wide receivers, and if Quez is on the field, I'm going to be excited. It's as simple as that. So with that being said, let me know in the comment section your confidence on Quez Watkins taking an even bigger jump and getting close to that 800 yards receiving. And again, this is depending on Jalen Hurts taking the leap as well as a passer. We're going to be talking about that all off season too. Are we going to go get a Russell Wilson, a Deshaun Watson, draft a quarterback? I don't believe drafting a quarterback is smart. The Senior Bowl is today. I'm going to try to be home to stream it at 2:30. How he was low-key looking at Malik Willis, with the I don't know. We're going to see what occurs. But leave me know all your thoughts in the comment section. I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. Let's see if we can pull out the flower song real quick for you guys. Flowers everywhere. Shout out to everybody who subscribed and hit that like button. Once again, leave your thoughts in the comment section. We out.